Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jeremy Hobbs, Director of ColGay Pride. Today I'm coming to our community with a sincere, heartfelt ask. I know it's been tough on everyone out there this year. Believe me, we've all felt it each and every day. There is a struggle. We know that. If it wasn't for my golden girls here at the home, JR and Scotty, I don't know how we'd make it. Because we stand by each other, we stick with each other, and we help each other, and we love each other. And it's kind of like our own golden girls thing. It really is. With Missy, Elliot here is with us as well. That's JR's baby. But folks out there, let me say this to you. We are in danger of not having a Pride celebration this year. Let me tell you why it is important. It's not. First of all, let me tell you why it's not important. We don't need a place to gloat, to show off, to act a fool, or anything like that. What we do need is a day where we can be ourselves, free from the media, free from Trump, free from all the negativity that we have seen so much of this year. Since the day he took office, we have been bombarded with hate. So much hate each and every day. I could show you everybody if you want to come look at the emails that we get every day. Hell, even people within our own community. People want to get on to me because, I made some bad choices with my life in the last year. Yeah, I'm human. And that's for me to deal with. It has nothing to do with ColGay Pride whatsoever. I'm a grown man. I can make my own decisions, And I've never failed y'all any other time as far as delivering on promises. But this year, I may have to do that because we're not raising the money that we need. 3 of our main people that we use for Pride that help fund us throughout the year for Diversity Saturdays as well are not able to give anymore. Why? Not because of anything I did. It's because of the federal grant laws that Trump put into place. They cannot give any grant dollars that are federal to any LGBT organization for any events, for anything, period. If it's an LGBT type event, you can't fund it. That's the law, according to Trump. Of course, our friends in the Congress and Senate have done nothing to debate this or fix it or do anything, period, it seems like. We're all just stuck in a rut, and we just keep on just throwing the dirt on top of us each and every day, more and more and more and more. People wonder why I do drugs. Life sucks sometimes. It really does. But let me tell you what this festival does do. It gives people hope. It gives people a promise of being around other people just like them. It gives people that networking advantage that they don't normally get. You can meet people all the time online, but it's different when you meet them face to face. That one-time encounter that could change their life. Maybe start a new romance. Help, start a friend for life. Maybe even a new employee or new manager or something. There's so many things that come from this Pride Festival. And it's because of our vendors. It's because of our sponsors. It's because of our leadership in this town that all come together and help make this happen each and every year. Now, I know some people might be even afraid to even do the event. Folks, it's not going to be a problem out there. We're at Woodruff Riverfront Park. It's a little bit different than Broadway. They don't have the right-of-way access, or protesters don't. They can't come up on our property this time. They can't come on our area. And we'll have security. Trust me. We have to. But folks, we have not even raised a third of what we need to do this. Porta potties cost $500. The $500 deposit just for the park. Then we got to get a certificate of insurance for $1 million. On top of that, we got to have the water turned on for the splash pads. Y'all, it's so much. And then we got to pay the DJ, the performers, the security. All this stuff has to be paid for. It doesn't happen overnight. I've heard people talk about, he must take the funds. If you want to come look at the books, please come look at the books. I always ask, what funds? Every event we've ever done has been free to the public. And I've always made sure of that. Because I want you to have every opportunity to enjoy yourselves. Now, I may have been, callous in the past about some certain things. when it comes to pronouns or what have you. But I ask each person out there if you could put that aside for the better good, for the people out there that need you, that need to meet you, that need to see you, that need to be loved, that need to be heard. People that don't ever come out of their shells, but can on this one day. Are you going to neglect them that? I ask all of our community members here in Columbus, Georgia, please help us. Become a vendor, become a sponsor. And if you're just an individual that wants to do, we got a great $75 individual sponsorship. Hell, in fact, I'm going to lower it as of today. Bring it back down to $50. Let's get as many $50 sponsors as we can. That's going to help. That might help pay for the porta potties or something. Folks, we need your help. We need your support. So please become a sponsor, become an individual sponsor. Just show that you care. Show that you want to help these folks. You already know what we're going through. You see it in the news each and every day. You've heard what the transgender, and now they're just nobodies, according to Trump, that they don't even exist. The one thing I will always do, and you can always bet on that, is I will stand up for every one of you. No matter who you are, no matter what disagreements we have on ideology, no matter what disagreements we have on, I guess anything, I will always work for you. I will always stand up for you, and I will always fight for you. Because when anybody takes anyone's rights away and says that you're less than, oh baby, it's on. We're going to fight, and we're going to continue to fight until every transgender individual rights and equality has been restored. I know it's tough in this country right now. I've got several of my friends who have left and are leaving the country as we speak. And I'm going to miss them dearly. Tim and Garrett, who have been with this organization since the conception, back in 2007, when we started as the Chattahoochee Valley Better Way Foundation. I'm going to miss you the most. I love you guys, and I thank you so much for your decades of service and love and friendship. I don't know what I'm going to do without you. And I've still got Natasha with us. Natasha's been with me since day one of ColGay Pride. And I'm so thankful to her for her support, for her love, and standing by me when I was going through my problems and times of need. Let me clear the records. I did not sell drugs to anyone. Secondly, I did not traffic drugs. Only thing that was a problem for me is I had drugs on me. And, if you want to hate me for that, then I guess go ahead. But that's a pretty shallow thing to do, especially when you know the world we live in and people have many different ways of coping. Y'all don't understand what I have to go through being the leader of an organization like this. Every day I get the most hateful, nasty emails that you could possibly get. You know what it's like being called a pedophile each and every day of your life? The people don't even know you. Or people that call you a groomer, or people that call you an evildoer or the devil, or leading the people away from God, when everything that we've ever done in our organization is tried to keep God in the fold. Because God has nothing to do with what's going on out there in the minds of man and women. Just know that you are special, each and every one of you, and I always encourage everyone to do what? Always be you. It don't matter what anybody else thinks. I tell people all the time, if they don't feed you, fuck you, or finance you, what the hell do you care what they think? But this year we have to take a little bit more care in thinking about what people think. Because now it affects us in every day. And they're emboldened like ever because they think Trump's coming after all the gays. Well, he probably is because, he's an imperfect man who has a lot of insecurities of his own. And he acts out against people because of those insecurities. Who knows why he's insecure about transgender individuals? Probably because a lot of them fooled him. And he thought they were real, women or whatever at the time when he met them. And sometimes that is the largest problem for a lot of the heterosexual men's problem towards transgender individuals. Because they feel something in themselves because they were attracted to them. They can't help that they were attracted to a very beautiful person. They can't look at it that way. They have to look at it like, oh, that must mean I'm gay because I saw somebody and I was just a man and I thought he was attractive. It's a lot of logic into every person's innermost decisions that they make and the hate that they spew. You have to look at it from psychological issues. But folks, we won't allow them to take away your rights. We won't allow them to harm you or hurt you or bring you down. You know, I've told people for years and years and years, this has been one of the greatest jobs I've ever done. And the reason why I'm still here is because I started this organization in 2007 with a vision, with a mission, and we have been doing it every day since. I'm not going anywhere. I created this organization. I founded this organization. I have built this organization. What do you think brings all this stuff each and every year? If you didn't have me, what would you have? That's a good question to ask, isn't it? Because a lot of you, the ones that bitch the most, you don't do anything yourselves. So what are you going to have when I'm gone? But don't worry, my day will come and I will be gone. And I hope that when that day comes, that some people will remember that I did try and that I did care and that I did get up every day and make an effort to make it better. Folks, we need your support for Pride this year. I ask each and every one of you, please give. Go to our Facebook page or go to our colgaypride.org. Just click on the menu items and go to the 2025 Pride sponsorships. You can go on there and make a payment, do whatever you need to do, but please help us make Pride happen. Because if I have to tell these folks that they're not going to get a Pride this year, it's going to be 365 days of misery this year for so many people. When all they need is just that one day that could change their lives. That can give them the freedom to be themselves, to enjoy and walk in that freedom for that one day and know, I love me, I love being me, and I love who I am. That's what they need. Just get away from all the senseless babble and all the other stuff that you hear every day and think of the human element. Love thy neighbor. That's all we ask. Love your neighbors. Let us have our day. Please help us make it happen. And to each and every one of you out there, I want to thank all of you, all my friends, many of whom I've had for many, many years. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. And to all of our vendors and sponsors, thank you so much for all you've done for us for over the years. You have been the shining grace of my life to help make these events every year spectacular. And it's because of you. Everybody says it's because of me. Well, no, it's not. Because you bring the funds, you make it happen, and we put it together. We work well together. Can't we continue doing that? I want to tell each person out there, I love you. And no matter who you are, no matter what you're going through in life, hey, you're my brother, you're my sister, and I'll help. So each and everyone out there, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please, save Pride and give these people that one day of hope. Thank you so much, and God bless.